What's up, guys? Welcome back. The past couple weeks, we've been talking about carb cycling, reverse dieting, all these things that are really important to maintaining your diet and progressing your physique. But the most important part in order to carry out those things is to be able to hit your macros. So today we're talking about how to hit your macros. All right. Now you got your macros. Either maybe your coach gave them to you or you did them on a macro calculator. Not how I would recommend, but reach out to me. I'll tell you how I would recommend that you set your macros. But you have these numbers, now what? It's kind of like we want you to put food into numbers. It's like algebra, like you're supposed to do math with letters. And it kind of takes a little bit of a while to figure out. And so what you'll find is that you might be trying to hit your macros and you're going through the day and you're putting your food in MyFitnessPal, and every day you're either over or you're under or something's not right, and maybe you had too much fat for breakfast and now you don't know what to do for the rest of the day. So we got a plan, right? You try tracking as you go, and you always go under. You're just kind of like flying by the seat of your pants. Oh, well, I ate that and we'll see what happens there, and I ate this. But if you're not planning ahead of time, then you're never going to be on point. You know, you wouldn't just drive your car around all the time and never look at your gas gauge. You would never make big purchases and never check your credit card statement or your bank account. You want to check to make sure that these things are already in good standing before you actually spend the money or the calories or the gas on doing those things. So we need to make a plan. I read this today. It was the 7 Ps. I think it's a British thing. Planning and preparation prevents piss poor performance. So we got to plan, we got to prepare, okay? So what I want you to do is I want you to put your macros in MyFitnessPal, right? You already have those numbers. And I want you to enter tomorrow's food today, right? So for tomorrow, swipe over to tomorrow, enter a breakfast, enter what you think you'll eat for lunch, enter what you'll think you'll eat for dinner, however many meals you have. See where those macros line up, see if you're short on protein, maybe you're over on fat, and then go through and start to manipulate the amounts of the food that are in there. If you're short on protein, you know you need to eat more meat, more eggs, more fish, whatever it might be. So increase the portion sizes of your protein. Maybe you're too high on fat. Maybe you're eating really fatty protein. See what happens if you substitute that for a less fatty protein, something like a 93 or a 99% turkey or a 96% beef if your fats are really low. If your carbohydrates are way too high, try to figure out what foods you're eating that have such high carbohydrates. A lot of times these vegan protein powders or if you're using protein bars, they sneak a lot of carbohydrates in there. But you are planning tomorrow's food today so that you can figure out how to zero out your macros so that tomorrow, where you haven't even eaten your food yet, you already know that you're going to hit exactly your protein, exactly your carbs, exactly your fat. And once you have it set, just eat that. It's that easy. So then you already have your food planned for the day. You make your food at night, you put them in little Tupperwares, you got everything all set. You know, I just got to eat these 3, these 4, maybe these 5 meals. I eat everything that I already put in MyFitnessPal, and I'm going to nail my macros, and I'm going to be perfect about it. Then you just do that day in and day out. You just repeat that. You keep on eating the same thing. And if you get bored of it, if you want to switch it up, maybe you have a date night, maybe you have a social event that you're going to go to, just do that again. Put your food in for the next day, whether it's that you want to switch up a meal, or if you have a date night, or if you're going to get burgers and wings with your friends, put the food in first the day before, or at least check the menu and put it in a couple hours before you get there, before you eat it for sure. And then you can make sure that you can allocate your day around it. So if you know that you and the boys are going to go slam 12 wings and have a beer after work, well, then you should know how much fat and how much protein are going to be in those wings and how many carbs, or if you track your alcohol as fats, you're going to want to set aside for that beer so that when you go out, you already know that the rest of your day has already been planned and you have room for those 12 wings in that beer. All right? So we always want to enter before we eat. We want to plan ahead. We can work your macros around social gatherings and social settings. Most importantly, plan your shit, okay? All right, so plan your shit. Enter everything for tomorrow. Give it a shot. This is going to make everything so much easier for you. You're going to have a better understanding of where your proteins, carbs, and fats are coming from, and you're going to be consistent. And we know that the more consistent we are, the faster we reach our goals, the less we have to stress about things, the more effective our recovery is going to be. That's why Mark Zuckerberg has like the one outfit. He just does the t-shirt and jeans. Do that with your diet. Figure out what you're going to eat and then just eat that. If you get bored of something, switch it up. I really hope this helps, all right? I know that a lot of you probably struggle with this, especially those of you who are new to counting macros, so I want to be able to help you guys be more consistent. If you have any questions, drop below, shoot me a DM. I am accepting new online clients, so I'd love to work with you and help you figure out how to set up your macros specifically for you to help you reach your goals. And if you have any questions or if you have a video you want me to make, you know the drill. Let me know. I'll see you next week.